The Housemaid, the psychological thriller that took the box office by storm last year, has left audiences buzzing with its twists, tension, and standout performances, particularly from Sydney Sweeney in the lead role. Adapted from the best-selling novel by Freida McFadden, the film follows a young woman who takes a job as a housemaid for a wealthy family, only to uncover dark secrets lurking beneath the surface. Directed by Paul Feig, known for hits like Bridesmaids and A Simple Favor, the movie blended suspense with erotic undertones, raking in over $300 million worldwide and solidifying Sweeney's status as a bankable star. One of the most talked-about aspects post-release has been a missing scene involving Sweeney and Italian actor Michele Morrone, famous for his role in the steamy 365 Days franchise. Rumors swirled about an intense, passionate encounter between their characters that was filmed but ultimately left on the cutting room floor. Fans who read the book or caught wind of behind-the-scenes chatter were disappointed, wondering why such a potentially explosive moment was axed. Now, director Paul Feig has opened up about the decision, shedding light on the filmmaking process and hinting at exciting possibilities for the future. In an interview with People magazine, Feig explained that the choice came down to audience feedback during test screenings, a crucial phase where filmmakers gauge reactions and make adjustments. He noted that viewers were deeply invested in specific characters at certain points in the story, and the scene in question pulled focus away from where the majority wanted to be emotionally. When you're putting a movie together and you're doing your test screenings, you find out there's certain moments when people want to be with one character and people want to be with other characters, Feig shared. That was the only scene we had to lose. It wasn't about the content being too explicit or controversial. Rather, it disrupted the pacing and emotional flow that kept audiences on the edge of their seats. Test screenings are a standard part of blockbuster filmmaking, allowing directors to refine their vision based on real reactions. In this case, the data was clear. The scene, while undoubtedly hot, featuring Sweeney and Morrone in a charged moment of forbidden attraction, didn't serve the overall narrative as effectively as intended. Feig emphasized that it was a tough but necessary cut, the only major one made to the film. This decision helped maintain the thriller's tight grip, focusing on psychological manipulation, suspense, and the central mystery rather than detouring into romance. For those disappointed, Feig offered a silver lining. The deleted scene could make a comeback if a sequel materializes. With The Housemaid's massive success, talks of expanding the franchise are inevitable. McFadden's book is the first in a series, providing plenty of material. But if there's another film, it probably will come back in a sequel if that happens, if people go to the movies and make this happen, Feig teased. He's essentially putting the ball in the audience's court, encouraging fans to support the film to greenlight more installments where this axed moment could find its place. Sydney Sweeney's performance has been a major driver of the movie's triumph. At just 27, she's transitioned from roles in Euphoria and The White Lotus to leading big-screen projects, proving her range in everything from rom-coms like Anyone But You to horror with Immaculate. In The Housemaid, she embodies the complex protagonist, a woman caught in a web of deception and desire, with nuance and intensity. Michele Morrone, bringing his signature brooding charisma, adds to the film's sensual undercurrents, making the idea of their cut scene all the more tantalizing. Paul Feig's directorial choices reflect his expertise in balancing genres. Known for strong female-led stories with humor and heart, he approached The Housemaid with a focus on empowerment and thrills. Removing the scene wasn't about shying away from sexuality. Feig has included bold elements in past works, but about serving the story's core tension. The film's success proves the decision paid off, drawing comparisons to classics like Fatal Attraction or Gone Girl. Behind the scenes, the cast and crew have shared stories of the intense shoot, with Sweeney praising Feig's collaborative style. The chemistry between her and Morrone was reportedly electric, making the scene a highlight in dailies before it was sidelined. Fans have clamored for a director's cut or bonus features on home release, but for now the theatrical version stands as the definitive one. The Housemaid's box office dominance, crossing $300 million on a modest budget, has Hollywood taking notice. It's one of the biggest hits for a female-led thriller in recent years, highlighting the appetite for smart, sexy suspense. Sequel potential is high, with plot threads left open for exploration. If greenlit, bringing back the Sweeney Morrone scene could be a major selling point, rewarding dedicated fans and adding layers to the characters' relationships.